The conditioning is breaking yet again. I haven't quite seen this happen since Cataclysm, in my opinion. But, dude, we have a serious MMO shakeup happening right now with Final Fantasy XIV and WoW. World of Warcraft has lost millions of players this quarter. Not this year, not this expansion, this quarter. They have lost, I believe the number was over 2 million players this quarter. So the last 3 months, almost 1 million players a month. That's pretty immense. So before I rag on WoW too much, I will say WoW is my favorite video game of all time. Look, there's nothing. It's an iconic game. It changed my life, and it's probably the best game ever, in my opinion. I mean, is there really another game that's had a better run than WoW from Classic until Wrath of the Lich King? I mean, dude, unreal. It was just an unreal fucking run. And even after that, I mean, the game was still fun, but you could definitely tell it was definitely on the decline ever since then. And the thing that was interesting about WoW is that WoW really is a death by a million cuts. Like, was it LFR that killed WoW? No. Was it, Warriors one-shotting people for 9 months straight in MoP? No. Was it, some bad RNG mechanics? No. But it's just all of those little things over and over and over again. And it's shitty. And you can tell that the way they're designing the game, they almost think of you as like a rat in a Skinner box. It's just, it feels so fake. I don't know. It's very obvious that the game is not made for people like me and you and those, hardcore neckbeards that originally played it. It's so much different than the way it was. So what's interesting to me about this MMO shakeup is that I have a very unique data point that not many people get to see. So I was originally a World of Warcraft YouTuber back in Wrath of the Lich King and Classic when I started my YouTube channel. And I quit the game shortly after. And for the last 10 years... everybody has been telling me, hey man, why don't you come back to World of Warcraft? Why don't you come back to World of Warcraft? Just spamming the fucking comments with that shit. Crazy. Super fucking annoying. You know what nobody's saying now? You know what not a goddamn person is saying now? Nobody is telling me to come back to World of Warcraft. I think I've had 3 comments saying come back to Shadowlands, come back and play Shadowlands, and one of them had a laughing emoji at the end of it. So I'm going to say 2. We've had 2 people tell me to come back and play Shadowlands compared to the hundreds. It used to be spammed in my comments. I made a fucking troll video saying Zyback returns to WoW. Go watch that. It's a fucking classic, by the way. Anyway, nobody's telling me that. And it's crazy. WoW is a very unique situation. It's the only game I can think of where its downfall may have come from adding features. Like WoW may have truly, caused its downfall by adding things like LFR and adding these other, just fucking mechanics, right? So anyway, we've got Final Fantasy XIV blowing up now, and Asmongold was probably the match that jumped in the ocean of gasoline to blow this whole thing up, and I couldn't be happier. I think this is great, and I think it's great because the conditioning is breaking in a very real way. Now, I know a lot of people that play WoW, as soon as they play it, they don't really unsubscribe. Like, they kind of just ride it out, and that's, WoW is like their only thing, right? That's their MMO, and they're really locked in. But once they see other stuff, it's not quite the same. Now, I quit WoW. When people ask me when I quit WoW, I always say Cataclysm. Despite the fact I've come back for other expansions, it was pretty obvious that I quit in Cataclysm. It was never the same after that. All the other times I came back, it was kind of just like a comeback tour, right? It was never like the real thing. It was never gonna last. And every single time, that period was shorter and shorter and shorter to the point where it came down, I literally would only play for a month when the new expansion came out, and it got so short in Shadowlands, I never came back. I have not come back to Shadowlands, and this is probably going to be the first expansion I never come back. And I think that behavior is probably going to be common for a lot of players. Once that conditioning gets broken, once the magic is lost, it's never quite the same. So there's going to be a lot of people that quit WoW that all of a sudden their eyes open up and they're like, why am I playing this? Why don't I try this? Why don't I try that game? This is good for every other MMO, whether it's a Star Wars The Old Republic or Guild Wars 2 or even something like Crowfall. It's just gonna, again, break the conditioning. So, do I think this Final Fantasy XIV crazy surge in popularity will last? No, I don't think it will. Final Fantasy XIV it's a good game, but it's also a new game, so of course everybody's hyped about it because it's a brand new game to a lot of people. I know it's been out for a while, but to a lot of these people jumping into Final Fantasy XIV, it's brand new, it's magical, whatever. Nobody knows anything. It's the fun MMO launch experience, basically, but it's a launch where they've got multiple expansions to go through, right? So I don't think this level of hype is going to last, but I do think they're going to retain some people. And I do think this is going to help other games like Star Wars The Old Republic and Guild Wars 2 and Crowfall and whatever else other game. Because there's a lot of great games out there, and World of Warcraft just sucks the fucking air out of the room. But this is a big blow. Like, this is a large scale breaking of the conditioning. And I know I keep saying that, but there really is no other way I can put it. You know, once people have the cover over their eyes pulled up, they're like, whoa, okay, I was playing this for the sake of playing this, right? I've been playing so long that I don't want to play anything else, and then they finally stop, and they're like, oh shit, you know, here we go. So, yeah, I'm very excited for this. I do think that, man, World of Warcraft, dude, it's just not for us anymore. It's just blatantly obvious that this is not the game for us. All of the design is almost like robotic. Like, they just assume you're like a fucking robot. There's not, I don't know, everything seems so systematic. Like, everything is a fucking system, and everything, you can see it. Like, it's not hidden at all. I realize that, you know, games are systems, but damn, is it so obvious and wow. Anyway, this was highlighted brilliantly by the This is World of Warcraft animation. I mean, that video, after you watch this, go watch the This is World of Warcraft animation. That thing is incredibly well done. It's fucking adorable and depressing at the same time. So anyway, let me know what you guys think, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one.